Hello, my dear students. Welcome to the Faculty Driven Institute Resultant. Hope you guys are fine. So, guys, quickly in today's session, I'll be telling you what are the sequence of subjects you have to follow if you're starting your preparation for GATE 2025. So, without wasting any time, let's start with the session. And before that, as I told you, that if you don't know about me, you can go through my profile as well. Okay, and if you're new and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, kindly do so and you can go through my profile as well. And now we'll start about the sequence of subjects which you have to follow. Okay, now talking about the sequence of subjects, at the very first, if you are planning your preparation for GATE 2025 from now, the first subject which you should follow is strength of materials, that is so. Now comes the question that, ma'am, how many hours to give to a subject? Because sometimes it happens that unnecessarily you give a large amount of time to a subject and that subject doesn't require that much amount of time. Okay, so for you to get an idea that roundabout how much time is required, that I'll be telling you along with the subjects we have to start in sequence. Plus minus 10-15% you can do it based on your speed, based on how you grasp the things. So that is okay. So if I'm giving you a particular number of hours, it doesn't mean that at any cost you have to follow that number of hours only. Plus minus the number of hours can be there. Okay, so first when I talk about strength of materials, generally it requires 60 to 80 hours. See, if you are starting to study RCC, reinforced cement concrete, if you are starting to study steel, so it's better that before studying RCC or before studying steel, it is important that you study strength of materials. Things becomes very easier as you move forward, because if you cover strength of materials, your many concepts will be cleared. Okay, now after that, next which you can start is your fluid mechanics. So let us suppose if you are a person who is in third semester and if you are watching my video, so firstly let me tell you, start from strength of materials now, because third semester you get strength of materials and fluid mechanics. So first start from strength of materials and fluid mechanics. Okay, fluid mechanics, if I talk it about, it also takes around 60 to 80 hours only. Now talking up next, if I talk it about, is structural analysis. See, here I'm just telling you, this is not the sequence right now, sequence in a sense, I'm just telling you first that how many hours you should allot for a subject. Okay, if you are from the scratch, then start with strength of materials, because structural analysis, RCC, steel, all are dependent on strength of materials. And if you're in third semester, you can take strength of materials and fluid mechanics first for starting your preparation for GATE 25. Now, next coming further is your structure analysis. If you talk about this for structure analysis, you can give 60 to 65 hours. For geotechnical engineering, you have to give 100 plus 100 to 120 hours. Here, foundation part is also included. Okay, so foundation part is also included. So this, when I'm saying 100 to 120 hours, not only the theoretical part, conceptual part, but also the numerical part. Okay, so geotechnical engineering, 100 to 120 hours. Now what the thing I'll tell you is, don't take all the subjects at once. If you're taking a numerical subject, so don't take both numerical subjects. So let us suppose generally maximum students don't study only one subject. They take a combination of subjects, because it is not possible that prolonged basis they can study one subject. So one subject you can take which is highly numerical in nature, other one you can take which is combination of theory and numericals. Okay, so things get balanced. Okay, so geotechnical engineering, 100 to 120 hours. Now when you're taking the combination of subjects, make sure that when you take geotechnical engineering, it takes 100 to 120 hours. Okay, so don't take another heavy subject. Why? Because otherwise you'll be frustrated. For the past 10-15 days you are studying, but not even a single subject is completing. So if you are taking a higher number of hours subject, then along with it, if you want to take the combination of subjects, take a subject which takes lesser number of hours. Okay, so that at least when you're studying for 10-15 days, you get the confidence that yes, out of two subjects at least I have covered one subject. Okay, now talking about next is RCC. RCC roundabout requires 80 hours. Okay, now next talking about environmental engineering. Environmental engineering, when I talk about here, raw water engineering, wastewater engineering, air pollution, all three are included. Noise pollution is eliminated now. Okay, eliminated from 2021 actually. So this will take around 100 to 120 hours. Okay, again, now see, I will never advise you to take geotechnical engineering and environmental engineering, because both has a large amount of theory, both has a large amount of numericals, and both are lengthy in nature. So if you take these two subjects in parallel, you will get too frustrated that yeah, we are not able to complete it, because both the subjects are carrying a higher weightage and higher marks and are lengthy in nature. Okay, so that is the reason if you are taking geotechnical engineering, take a subject which is of lesser hours, so that you get a confidence. Similarly, thing goes for environmental engineering. Now, talking about transportation engineering will take 80 to 100 hours. Here, I am taking highway, railway, airport. All three are included. All three are included. Okay, next, if I talk it about is your steel. Obviously it has a lesser weightage in gate, but obviously you have to study, because if you want to top, it's not about higher or lesser weightage, you have to study all the subjects. So steel, if I talk it about, it will take 50 to 60 hours. When I say 50 to 60 hours, is not only about the theory or concept, it's theory, concept plus the numericals part. Okay, next, coming further is your geomatics engineering. If I talk about geomatics engineering, that is your surveying, it will take around 60 to 80 hours. Okay, now let me tell you again, I am repeating it. It might be possible that you are able to complete the geomatics engineering in 50 hours. So I am telling you plus minus 15% can take place. You may take greater than 80 hours also. You may take lesser than 60 hours also. No issues with that. Okay, but roundabout you should know. But if you are taking 150 hours, then it is a problem. Okay, so I'm giving you a range so that you should have an idea that yeah, of course, when I'm studying, I have to make sure that roundabout to these number of hours I should complete it. If I'm not able to do, that means I'm making some mistake. I'm either not giving proper time, or either I'm being lethargic, or either my concepts are not clear. That you have to figure it out. Okay, now next coming further is your engineering, hydrology and irrigation engineering. Both takes around 30 to 40 hours. Okay, and then if I talk about CPM PERT, initially we don't used to give much importance to CPM PERT, but if you see this year in GATE 2024, they have asked both in forenoon session and afternoon session questions from CPM PERT. So you cannot neglect it. So 20 to 25 hours for your CPM PERT. Engineering mechanics, you will give 20 hours. Building materials also 20 hours. And this is the sequence which you have to follow. Okay, now comes the question that the sequence you have to follow, basically the hours which you have to follow. Sequence, if I talk it about, as I told you one thing, that one numerical subject, so one theoretical subject, so that if both theory are there, that will become difficult for you to retain. Then if you are taking one a heavy weightage subject like geotech, or let us suppose environment, then take lightweight subject. Okay, so do this combination. But if you're a person want to start from the scratch, start from strength of materials, and you can take fluid mechanics. After that, if you want to go to purely core subjects, like if you're taking geotechnical engineering, take a subject like you can take open channel flow, or you can take geomatics engineering. So take like this combination of subjects, so that there is no burden and pressure on you. Okay, so when you are taking heavy weighted subject, take a moderate or lightweight subject. If you are taking a numerical subject, take a theoretical subject. Okay, and now let us say, ma'am, if we are frustrated with the technical part. Okay, and if you are frustrated with the technical part, that no, now I can't study more of technical, I'm done. Because it happens now. Okay, fine, morning time you're studying one subject, evening time you're studying one subject, but after a time you're like, no more, nothing is going in my head, I'm just saturated. So if such type of conditions is there with you guys, then I'll say that during that time you can do aptitude. So I don't say that you have to give a separate time for aptitude, and like you cannot leave aptitude. Reason is it carries 15 marks, so you cannot leave it. So of course you have to study it, and it's not like whatever you studied in your school time, you remember it. You need to brush it up, right? You need to revise it. So the better opportunity is whenever you are frustrated with a technical one and you're not interested in touching the technical subjects and non-technical books and all, that time you can go for aptitude. Okay, it's refreshing also, it is brain charging also. So during this time you can go for what? During this time you can go for aptitude. Or if you want to do mathematics, you can do mathematics also. Okay, some people do what, I'll just tell you, they take a target that by October ending, on November 15 they will cover all the technical subjects, and after that for the remaining 15 days they will cover both the mathematics and aptitude. If you want to proceed in that manner, you can go in that manner. But if you're a person who is frustrated with technical after starting it continuously each and every day, and you want 1 hour of break, refreshing, so instead of watching mobiles and all, you are like brainstorming portions, you can do of aptitude. That will be more beneficial. Okay, so this here I've told you the number of hours you have to allocate for a subject, and the subjects which you have to follow if you are starting your preparation for GATE 2025. Okay, so I hope this video was informative for you guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself guys. Bye bye and study hard. Thank you everyone.